Hello, everyone. My name is Chloe Tan, and I'm the website content writer at Healy Consultants based in Singapore. Today, I have with me our Asia Pacific CEO, who is also currently based in Singapore. Hi, Simon. How are you today?
I'm fine, and you, Chloe?
Good, good. So today we're talking about recruitment tips. What are some of the recruitment tips that you can give as our Asia Pacific CEO?
Sure. So I will give three tips
Mm,
that will sound very straightforward, but that as I'm reviewing multiple resumes a day for the positions that we have on offer, are frequently omitted by people applying for a position with us. First tip will be keep your resume short. For most applicants, one page is enough. 2 page is already starting to be long. 3 page is too long, and most reviewers will not take the time to read a 3 page long resume. The second tip I will give: tailor your resume a little bit to cater to the position you're applying for. Because once again, if you're sending the same resume to dozens, if not hundreds, of potential employers, it's easy to spot by reading the resume, which is very generic. Third tip I will give: proofread it and pay attention to its layout and design. You won't believe the number of resumes that I receive that have typos in the title, typos in some sentence, or that are just poorly designed. And basically, if you want your resume to stand out, it needs to be short,
of
tailored,
course.
and has a good layout.
Yeah, definitely. That makes complete sense. All right. What are some of the most important factors that you look for in an applicant?
So once again, I will say the resume is not so much interesting. Well, of course, you need like the criteria that we are publishing on the website. So you need to meet
Mm,
have qualification and skills that match with the position on offer. Although we
mm,
can consider applicants coming from a totally different industry, because it's sometimes also interesting to work with people who don't necessarily know everything about the industry, but can bring us something that we don't have.
yeah,
But I would
definitely.
say that as basically a recruiter, I will look for a resume where the information is concise, how to say that, well written, because that's basically what I can assess by reading a resume. Are you able to write well? Are you able to write without making typos or grammatical mistakes?
Mm-hmm.
And basically, are you able to present the information in a concise yet informative manner?
Mm-mm-mm. What about like after looking at resume and then you get to interview them, what would you look in for the during the interview in
So
person?
first of all, do exactly the contrary of what I'm doing in this video. Smile. It's important that nobody will know exactly if you're able to work well for a company after only speaking with you 20 minutes or even 2 hours. So basically, first impression is very important. Smile. Look like basically proactive. Make sure also that you have read a little bit about the business, the position on offer, a few information that, for example, you may have been able to find outside. For example, on Google, in the brochure of the company, in the client references, and so on. And make
Mm-hmm.
sure also that you have an idea to whom you're speaking. Very often, the person who will schedule a meeting for me will send my name. So, and very few candidates, once again, are taking the step of looking who I am, what I'm doing in the company, what I've been doing before. If you take these steps, it will give a good impression
Mm.
to your employer, whether it is a teleconsultant or elsewhere, that basically you're genuinely interested by the position and not only applying because basically you need a new job.
Definitely. So just kind of have a brief understanding of like the business and the person who's interviewing the applicants.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody would expect you to know everything about the business. Nobody would expect
Mm-mm.
you to basically know everything about the person you're speaking with. But exactly like I will have read the resume before attending the interview.
Mm-hmm.
You should also, as an applicant, have read a little bit what our company is doing and show basically interest.
Okay, cool. So just go on LinkedIn and search
Yeah,
further
for example,
information.
for
Mhm.
example.
All right, cool. So are you currently looking for any new applicants to fill in the positions in the Singapore office?
Yeah, we are. So there's too many positions right on offer for me to go through them one by one. But anybody interested to apply for a position with us can go to our website. There's listings of the position available in Singapore, in Dubai, and elsewhere.
Okay. Um, cool. All right. Well, thank you for your valuable insights, and I'm sure it'll be very useful to potential applicants. Have a
I
lovely
hope so.
day, Simon. Thank
I hope
you.
so. Thank you, Chloe. Have a nice
Thank you.
afternoon.
You too.